Good morning and welcome back to Friday Question. So today we're actually going to answer two questions because I need to be able to answer one to answer the other. So first up, our question is, what are the common signs of hormone imbalance? Okay, I feel like I talk about this a lot, but let's go through some of the signs. Right off the bat, I want to tell you that as a woman, we're very intuitive beings. So like if you feel like something is off or something is wrong within your body, you're probably right. And it's likely hormone related, whether that be root cause hormone related or trickle down effect hormone related, which is more often the cause, to be honest. You're probably right. And you probably do need some workup and some support and some help to get that corrected. Okay, so what signs are we talking about? The first things that come to mind initially are going to be painful, heavy periods, like really heavy bleeding, um, cramps that are leaving you like on the couch or wishing that you were on the couch. Maybe it is bad enough that you're having to miss work. PMS that really disrupts your mood and your life leading up to your period. And it can last for anywhere from like 10 to 14 days before your period up to even just like a few days before your period. If it's significant enough that you and people around you are noticing in a significant way, then that is a sign that there is, hormone imbalance there. Other things are going to be like bloating, inability to lose weight or gaining weight, kind of without reason, like you've not really changed anything, but all of a sudden you're just kind of like gaining weight and you can't get rid of it or you can't stop. It's going to be things like changes in your skin. So, like maybe you're having some hormonal acne and it might not just be on your face, it might be anywhere on your body. Hair changes. So either your hair is falling out or like the texture of it is changing. This, I'm not trying to say like the texture might not be the right word. Like, if you're someone that has curly hair and all of a sudden it's like my hair's losing all of its curl and it's just kind of straight and bleh now, like that kind of change would indicate that maybe there's something wrong with your hormones. That's going to be the main things that initially come to mind. But like I said, if it can be, our hormones affect everything that's going on in our body because they are kind of at the bottom of the trickle down effect of like the processes that go on in our body. So eventually our hormones get affected and then they, have an effect on all the different processes that are going on in our body. So 9 times out of 10, something it is going to be hormone related, especially for a woman. And because, as a woman, we live off of this 28-day cycle, this monthly cycle of hormones every single month until, we hit menopause. And that's a whole different, we're not going there today. Um, but leading up to that point, we're very dependent on our hormones. Our hormones greatly influence and are supposed to greatly influence how we feel, our mood, our approach to things. And so when something is off, it becomes pretty obvious that something is off. And again, like I said, we're very intuitive. When we feel like something is off, or we're like, I just don't feel right, or I don't feel like I used to, or I don't feel like myself anymore, you're probably right. Even if you're being dismissed by your doctor and like, no, everything looks okay. Okay, so then the second question is kind of the same question, but not. It's a little different. That's why I'm answering these two together. So the question is, how can I tell if my menstrual issues are related to hormone imbalance? So how I want to answer this is your menstrual cycle is dictated off of your hormones. So if there's an issue with your menstrual cycle, it's probably a hormone issue. It might not be estrogen, progesterone, it might be cortisol, it might be thyroid related, but it is a hormone problem within your body. And then, I want to dig a little bit deeper than that and just say that it might not be like the hormone that is causing the root problem. Oftentimes it's minerals, and you guys have heard me say that before. Um, minerals are typically kind of one of the root causes to the problem. It is causing that trickle down effect for there to be an issue with your hormones, like you're not producing enough, or you're just not able to balance them enough, or you're not excreting them enough, things like that. So, I mean, really, if you have symptoms that are cycle related, then it's a hormone issue. I mean, that's kind of that is a very generic short way to answer that question, but that's kind of, I don't know, the best way to put it. If there's an issue with your period or a cyclical symptom that seems to like come and go each month or on a regular basis, because not everybody has a regular 1 month cycle, then it's hormone related. And it's, once you get, then you get into like, okay, well, what do I do about it? If you have the foundations of good hormonal health in place, which I teach those inside my Wellness with Vanda Club membership. I have some freebies that can get you started with that, with like the Minerals for Mama's Guide. If you've got that stuff down pat and you feel pretty solid in those foundations and you're like, it's been a couple months and I'm still seeing these problems, that is when it is time to consider testing to see exactly where those minerals and hormones are so that you can make some really informed decisions about what you need to do as far as like diet changes, lifestyle changes, supplement changes, and help speed the process up for yourself to actually get to the point of having results. So that's all I've got for you on this Friday. Don't forget to submit your Friday questions to me. There is a link where you can submit a question, and I'll be popping in on Fridays to answer them just like this, hopefully in short and sweet ways, to help you guys get some direction and some clarity around your hormone issues. So I'll talk to you next Friday.